Okay guys, as you can probably notice, I'm right now speaking from my car on the move. I've been suddenly struck by an idea to inspire OET speakers. That's why this unplanned and totally extempore kind of class. Okay, fine. What exactly is the most important tip to score high in OET speaking? People give a lot of tips on, the arrangement of your presentation and things like that. But then, as we have been hearing from childhood, the first impression is always the best impression. So one needs to make a different first impression right at the point of greeting. See, when you say a plain good morning or say it non-committedly, or in other words, say it in a manner as if we are not into it or we don't mean it, it doesn't make an impact. See, most Indians and most Asians do not know how to say a greeting, or say even saying the greeting based on the time of the day, good morning, good afternoon, etc., is delivered in such a manner that the person doesn't mean it. In fact, the best way to say good morning is with the name appended. In other words, if you are greeting Nancy, your good morning should be, good morning to you, Miss Nancy. How are you today? See, you should sound as if you mean it, okay? So the first step is at the stage of greeting itself, where one needs to make a substantial difference from the rest of the candidates. Please note, the top grades in OET, that is grade A, is meant for the one who is completely different from competition. So one needs to stand out head and shoulders above competition in order to get a grade A. Now coming to your warm-up sessions, you may be asked about your profession, about your aspirations, about your dreams, about your home, about your family, etc., etc. Again, one must make sure that you make a difference. See, for example, I am from a place called Alve before, and now the place is called Aluva. Now, if I am asked about my hometown, instead of giving an intro which we have heard again and again, you should make a difference with that. For example, if I am describing Aluva, I would start like this. It's a beautiful riverside town. It's a satellite of the metropolitan city of Kochi. It has all the comforts of Kochi without the inconveniences of Kochi. What I mean is, the metro services reach right up to Alva. The biggest mall in Asia is closer to Alva than to many parts of Kochi. Kochi has the mosquito menace and it has drainage problems. Alva is free from all this. In other words, we are blessed with a satellite town without the discomforts of Kochi and with all the comforts of Kochi. And that's exactly what is wonderful about Alva. Look at the difference that I have made. I have given such a clear picture about Alva, and I have made a colossal impact. Coming to the routine role play exercise. Many a time, almost always, the role of the professional is given to the candidate and the role of the patient is taken up by the interlocutor or the examiner. Now what happens in this is the role of the professional needs to be handled very well. Now, I have seen many nurses and doctors being briefed that you shouldn't use any medical terms in your OET speaking. This is utterly and completely wrong. I'll tell you why. the patient needs to know exactly what is the medical terminology for his condition. The patient also needs to know the exact medical term for the procedures that he has to undergo. It's not enough to say something which is not the exact medical term. For example, instead of chemotherapy, the patient cannot say, I've been taking some medicines for cancer. So that's not the way, Instead of pancreatic carcinoma, the patient cannot say cancer of the pancreas. That's not perfect. Now, please do use medical terms, but make sure that they are explained in a simplistic manner, which is understandable for any layman. For example, see, I'm trying to tell a patient that he is suffering from pancreatic carcinoma. I'd put it like this. Okay, Pete, I'm compelled to tell you that you have pancreatic carcinoma, which exactly is a cancer of the pancreas. Pancreas, as you are aware, is the organ which produces insulin and controls sugar levels. Carcinoma means a cancer which is likely to spread if not treated carefully. A carcinoma we cannot afford to ignore, and a carcinoma cannot be entirely eradicated through a single surgical process. It is likely to spread through blood. The spreading of cancer through blood is called metastasis. Having said that, I don't want to scare you by saying that it's something serious. It's not at all. We can truly control and cure carcinoma through scientific chemotherapy and radiation therapy. Medical science is progressing rapidly to even more advanced therapeutic modes like T-cell therapy, which is a transfusion of T lymphocytes to control cancer. You may be wondering what I am talking about. See, T lymphocyte is simply a type of blood cell. See, these blood cells actually kill cancer cells. Specifically, it doesn't kill your body cells, it kills cancer cells. So by T-cell therapy, we can actually destroy cancer cells exclusively. Okay? So all this is possible. So you don't have anything to worry. The medical science is fully equipped to take care of you and protect you. But at the same time, the word of caution for you is that you should not take it lightly. It's not a benign cancer. Benign cancer means a cancer which is localized in one place. You simply surgically remove it, that's it, you're okay. But that's not the case with carcinomas. These cells get into the blood and they are transported through blood. The process is called metastasis. And they are deposited in other organs where they grow again. So we must take care that all these cells are destroyed. And that's why chemotherapy is essential for you. Okay? At the same time, it's not a big deal. Chemotherapy, the chemotherapeutic drugs, new generation drugs are rather very well experimented, and the researchers have made sure that they don't cause any long-standing after effect or side effect. Maybe you may have a short-term after effect like nausea, vomiting, whatever, and little digestive disturbances, sometimes little hair loss. When I say hair loss, you don't get, there is no need for you to get scared. See, in most cases, the lost hair grows back over time. As soon as the residues of the chemicals that you've taken as chemotherapeutic agents, they slowly disappear from your circulation. When they go away, the hair can grow back. Meanwhile, you can also use, maybe a wig or a hat for a short while till the chemical residues disappear from your circulation and till your hair starts growing back again. Okay? So it's not a big deal. So please note, in OET speaking, you have to essentially use all the medical terms, but make absolutely sure that you're able to explain them thoroughly, simply, in a manner that every single layman can understand. This is the only way to grade A. Take it from me. Thank you very much.